Hi, this is Sam from Action Podcast, and today I just want to share a quick tip with you about resistance to change. And it's something that we often think of as being a really negative thing, that it can hold us back, or that it can be a really negative influence over the decisions that we make. And actually, resistance to change can be a really positive force for us when we learn to see it as a useful or helpful messenger rather than something that is trying to harm us perhaps or hold us back. And the key here is that resistance to change is usually always caused by a sense of or a perception of threat. Some part of us feels threatened. It may be that we feel that our lifestyle is threatened, or our beliefs are threatened, or that even part of our identity is threatened. And these could be quite obvious senses of threat, or they might actually be really subtle or unconscious perceptions of threat that we just don't understand what's going on. But what happens is that we tend to feel resistance to change as a really physical feeling. It's almost like being sucker punched in the gut, or for some people it makes us feel like we want to run screaming in the opposite direction, away from whatever it is that's caused this reaction. And actually, resistance to change, when we look at it as a messenger for us, is usually a really good signal that we're actually moving in the right direction for us. It's a great reminder that we are moving forwards, and that obviously this change that we're working through, maybe it's stepping out of our comfort zone quite strongly, or maybe it's a sort of something quite deep that we're working on, that actually there is an immense amount of shift happening. We just need to continue moving in the right direction. And so the way to do that when you're feeling resistance to change is just to start examining the fears that are causing you to feel threatened. Because when we start acknowledging the fears that are underlying this and actually start exploring them, it takes so much of their power away. We start realizing that perhaps the fears are not as founded as we first thought, or that there might be different ways of looking at them, and these allow us to start moving into action again. And I'll just contrast that slightly with the sense of gut instinct or intuition when we feel like something's right or not right for us. And that tends to be something that's a little bit more of a gentle nudge, perhaps, a little bit of a guiding feeling, rather than something that's so physically felt and so seems to just cause us to get so stuck. So I'd really like to encourage you to think about perhaps a situation recently where you felt resistance to change, or something in the past where that's happened, and just start being aware of the feelings and how it shows up in your body, and then start exploring the threats and the fears that underlie that. And if the descriptions today have resonated with you at all, if you think this has been helpful in encouraging you to start examining some of the resistance to change that you might have experienced, then please just leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you, and I hope this has been helpful. Thank you very much, and bye for now.